Hello, welcome to my tutorial again. In this video, I'm going to teach how to reference plane because for us to use some features, we need to reference more than just one plane. So let me to reference plane, make sure you're in feature tab, reference geometry, and then click on plane. So to reference plane, we have to select our first reference, second reference, and third reference. So some plane can be created using just one reference, just one plane as a reference. So we can use our top plane as a reference. You see it is now fully defined. You have it here fully defined. So now you can create multiple plane. So to create multiple plane, you add the number of plane you want to create here, like 5. So you see we have 5 planes that we're about to create. You can flip the direction. So and here the relationship between this plane is what? Distance plane. So that's how to create plane using top plane or using any of the basic plane as a reference plane. So now we've created all these plane. Now we have it here at our feature design manager tree. So let me delete, and I'm just trying to show you how to create plane. So another way of creating plane is this. So yes to all, probably front plane. I want to sketch it for plane, and I want to create a plane that it is inclined on that first plane. So now let me show this plane. I want to show it because I want to use it as a reference plane. Now, so my first reference will be this, and the second reference to be this top plane. You see, now we have it fully defined. Before I selected this, it is what? Select reference at the references and constraint. That is, it is not fully defined. You can see it. But once I selected this place, it's now fully defined. Now the relationship between this first plane, this top plane, and the one that I want to create now, we have it as a what? Perpendicular relationship. So let's say we want it to be at an angle. We have to click this angle and add angle to it. Let's say 45. So now you see it has been inclined at angle 45 from this plane. So we can flip the direction. You see. So if we want it to be at this side, that will be 90 plus 90. That's 180, and probably around 200 plus. Let's say 200 degrees. So you see we have it around here, and you can also flip it too. So that's how to create plane using inclined plane. So, so you have it, and you can sketch on this plane. So you see the difference now. See, this is the sketch that we just made. It's on this plane. Let's view from this side. You see, we have it on this plane. So that's not where I'm going to. So these are two ways of creating plane. There are several ways of creating plane too. You can use, probably we want our plane to be at the top of this circle, of this line, at this point. So we can use it. We can create plane on that point too. So you first use the first the you use the line as the reference as a first reference. Then the second reference will be this point. So see, we have the plane at this point. So the relationship between this point and the one that we want to create now is what? Coincidence relationship. So just check. We have the plane at this point. So that's how to create plane also. So now I'm going to move from plane on how to create plane. So I'll delete this sketch. So I'm going to hide this again. So I want to show you how to use swept bus base. So to do that, you need to make two sketches. I think earlier class I should have demonstrated how to use it. So now I'm going to use this arc, and then probably let me add dimension to it. Let me add radius 30, and let me add probably distance of um okay, so it can be moved around. So that's why it is not fully defined. So I can just add distance from here to here. Now it is fully defined. I can add it to be 200. Okay, let's leave it this way. So see, you can't move it around again. So now the first way of creating swept bus base, if you have a circular profile that you want to sweep around along this path, so just click. You see we are supposed to insert our profile here and our path here. So if you just click circular profile, you see the thickness is in a circular form. So you can also use thin feature. That is, if you want a hole to be inside, just like pipe. So you know, in one direction, what's the thickness of the pipe? Let's say 2. See the thickness now, it's now 2. So if you want to flip the direction of the thickness, if you want it to be inside of the diameter of that circle, you know this diameter initially is 10. Let's say you want it to be 20 mm and you want the thickness to be inside. So as you added thickness of 2 mm, the inside diameter is going to be 18 mm. But let's say you want it to be the inside diameter to be 20 mm and let's say diameter to be 22 mm. That means it has to be outside. So this what you do. So you flip the direction here and you check it. So you have the thin feature added. That is, we have the O being added to this pipe. So now that's a way of using swept bus base. But another way, let's say the profile that we want to sweep through this part is not circular. So what you are going to do is look for a plane that is parallel to this point. So just okay. Um, okay, okay, no, not this. Okay, we can use okay, good. We can use front plane as a reference plane. So just come here. Don't let me click on plane. First plane, the first reference is going to be our front plane, and our second reference is going to be our point at this point. So now it is fully defined. So just click. So you start sketch on this new plane that I just created. Then let's say we want it to be this. an hexagon that we want to draw 6 side. So you insert the 6 side, so it is 6 side. So and you give the dimension. Mhm. 40. So let's assume it is really divine. Now we want to let's reduce it. Okay. Now we want to sweep this profile along this path. So we just have to add relationship. Pick this point and pick this line, pierce it. So if you add pierce relationship, automatically that point and this endpoint is coincident and it's also pierced too. So now this line is selected, but I'm not selecting it. I want to select it in. So now this is a box where you are going to register your profile. Register your profile there. This is the point. This is the box where you register your part. You see, this is what we have. So you can. There are ways to you can add guide curve. So, but I don't have a sketch for guide curve there. So that's how to add this, and you can also add same features also, just the same way you added O. So don't let me use same feature now and just check it. So if you know how to feature, you see it's going to be solid. I just hit the sketch and the plane. So now I'm going to edit this swept and add theme feature to show the difference. Okay. Oh, yeah. The option is no longer there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the feature. So delete and then re-add it. So profile, part, and then come to theme feature. So you see the preview. Okay. So I can flip the direction. Well, let me flip outward. Add thickness of 1 mm and then click. So this is the difference. Okay, so the same way you use soft bus base to create solid in Solidworks, you also have swept cut. So to use swept cut, I will use this same profile and sketch. So to do that, I will edit this feature, remove the theme feature, it can't be removed. So I will just delete first and then I will make self bus base again. So solid this time around. Now I want to cut through this. Let's say I forgot to use theme feature. So and I want to sweep another profile inside this. Let's say the what I want to sweep is circular profile to through it. So what I'm going to do is just click here. So I can convert this sketch by either converting it or offsetting it. So reverse direction, let's say the distance between the offsetted one and the one that we want to create is 1 mm. You see them coming closer. So you reverse the direction to come inside. Or let's say the thickness we want is 2 mm. So just click and created that sketch. That's our profile. So now you can now use sweep cut. The part is there already. That line, I mean that arc is what we are going to use it as our path here too. So just come to this arrow, click and come here. Then you can select the sketch from here. You can see this is it. You can see the preview on the screen. So click and you can see it is cutting through this body. That's the preview. So once you click, so you can see the cutout using swift cut. So that's how to use swift cut. And we are going to go straight to lifted bus base. Also in lifted bus base, we need to create multiple planes, and then we need to create guide curve also. So before I create planes, let's go to let's go to okay, I just deleted it. So let's see what lifted bus base to. Let's see what we need to draw, or the sketch we need to. So the first one is you need your profile, which will be in layers. Okay, you need guide curve. Okay, so probably centerline parameters, but just having your profile is okay to use lifted bus base. Having your guideline too will make it look more nice and more accurate. So okay, let's cancel and go and create our planes. So we are going to create like 5 parallel plane to top plane. So plane. So I'm going to use top plane as the first reference, and I'm going to create multiple planes. Let's create 5 or 4. Okay, we have one initially. Let's create 5 more. The distance between them, let's add 30. Okay, so good. Now let me show the top so that I can. Okay, good. So now on this plane, I'm making a sketch. You see the plane that is selected. So I'm starting from okay. The origin. So let's say 100 mm. Good. So I'm leaving the sketch, and then I'm coming to the next plane, sketch. So here I'm drawing a rectangle. It's on different plane, not the same plane. So I want it to be inscribed into a circle. So okay, that's it. So on this next plane, I'm sketching here. So let me sketch a smaller circle of 50 mm. Okay. So on the next plane, which is this, let me sketch center rectangle of this. So and lastly, let me use convert entity to convert this circle. I'm going to convert it. It has been converted here. Then we have our profile. So let's look for plane that cuts through the center of this through the origin of this profile. We have front plane cutting through them. So I want to add guide curve. So now you see I can't see my sketches. I'm going to hide all these. Hide. So I have my sketch now. So let's say the profile I want it to, so I want it to be like this. Okay. And I want, okay. So let's say this is what I want. Okay. And also from this point I want it to be this, and then spline from, so mm, this point, KPS, good. So I doubt if this is going to work because we have multiple line, but okay. Okay, EPS. Oh, it has been pierced. So this, okay, let me just, okay. So I want to mirror this new sketch that I just made. So mirror sketch. So I want to mirror about this plane, the plane that is selected. It has been registered there. Okay. So let's see if it is going to work. So I'm going to pick the first box base, pick the first profile, second profile along this point, third profile, fifth. Okay, so these are profile. Guide curve, let's check if it will work. I know it's not going to work. So because selection manager, okay, it's working now. So the other group, selection manager also. Okay, good, it worked. But okay, so let's check. Error. Guide curve number one is invalid, does not intercept with section number one. So because I did not add PS relationship along this point, at this point, and at this point, that's why it's not forming. I have to pierce this guide curve to this profile. So since it's not working, I'm going to clear. I'm not going to use them. So okay. So if you check this profile, it is along this point. On this profile, it is on this point. On this third profile, we have the reference point here. We have the reference point here. You can change it by dragging. You see the shape is changing. You can drag this also. You see the change, you are twisting it. You can drag this. This one is coming here, but no, I want it to come here. You see, you are twisting it. You can take this further to this place. It can work. Okay, okay, it can work around there. If the twisting is too much, it won't work. So, and you can take this around there. You see it is changing. So if your profile, if the point is here, the shape will be different. So that's how to use lofted bus base using profile alone. But if you add your guide curve, it will be more unique. You have more unique shape. So now let me edit the sketch so that I can use guide curve. So what I'm going to do is that, okay, this edit. What I'm going to do is I will delete all this and just select all. So I'm going to delete. So let's use guide curve. Pick this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. So you select this line and this. So um pierce this point and this, pierce this point and this. So pierce this point, this line, pierce and this point, this line, pierce. So what do we have? Now it has been pierced. So we are going to use circular pattern to create this profile along circular pattern instead of us to mirror. So you let's use this circle as the reference point, or probably, okay, so this point, okay, delete this point and use our origin. um, okay, I can't see it, so circular pattern, pick this point, okay, yes, okay. So since it's not working, let's use let's mirror about the plane. Okay, mirror about this plane. What to mirror? Use sketch. So we have the profile. Okay, so register your profile, and then this first one. Okay, the second one, this guide. Okay, did this work? Yes. So you see the difference. You have the guide curve along here, guide curve along here. You see the difference between this side and this side because you don't have guide curve along this side. You don't have guide curve along this side. So that's how to add guide curve to your lofted feature. So the same way you created lofted curves, you can use lofted bus base. You can use lofted curves the same way. So now all these planes, I will show them. So I'm going to create sketch along on each plane. So the first one, which is okay, the first one is top plane sketch, and I will come to lofted and see the first sketch, which is this one. So I'm going to offset it. I will offset all the sketch 2 mm. Let me use um, 3 mm, 5 mm thickness. So that's the first one. So okay, and on this plane, so second sketch, I offset it also, reverse. Okay, so on this also, which the third one, I'm going to, which is this, offset, reverse. Okay, and this, okay, offset, you reverse it. Look, and the last one, so come here. Okay, offset, reverse. I'm not changing the distance because we have 5 registered automatically. So now I have my profile. I can hide all this again. I don't want to add my origin. Hide. Okay. So this. Then I can use lifted cuts to cut through this. So pick this point to this, to this, to this, to this. Click OK. So we have this solid body. So that's how to use lifted cuts. So then I'm going to stop here today. In this video, we continue the tutorial in the next video. Thank you for your time. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel.